What can a governor actually do? Many Nigerians talk about the president every day. Fuel price, exchange rate, security, jobs, inflation, electricity. Everything is blamed on Abuja. And yes, the federal government is powerful. But let us be honest. In many areas of daily life, the governor is one of the most important political leaders affecting the ordinary citizen. The governor can shape the quality of roads you use, the schools your children attend, the hospitals in your community, the taxes and levies businesses pay, the way markets are organized, the way land is managed, the way state workers are treated, the way local development is planned, and the way the state responds to insecurity, poverty, and unemployment. So before any governorship candidate asks for your vote, you must ask one simple question: what can a governor actually do? Welcome to Win and Govern Nigeria, where we help candidates campaign better, leaders govern better, and citizens demand better. Today, we are discussing, what can a governor actually do? First, a governor leads the state government. A governor is the head of the state government. This means the governor controls the executive arm of the state. The governor appoints commissioners. The governor leads the state executive council. The governor supervises ministries, departments, and agencies. The governor proposes the state budget. The governor drives the state development agenda. So when a state is moving forward, the governor matters. And when a state is failing, the governor cannot escape responsibility. A governor may not control everything, but a governor controls enough to make a serious difference. That is why governorship elections are not small elections. A weak governor can waste 4 years. A careless governor can damage a state. But a prepared governor can change the direction of a state. Second, a governor manages state roads and infrastructure. Many roads people use every day are state roads. Not all roads are federal roads. Not all roads are local government roads. The governor has responsibility for many state roads, drainage, public buildings, transport systems, markets, parks, and other state infrastructure. So when a governorship candidate says, "I will develop the state," voters should ask, which roads? Which communities? What is the cost? What is the timeline? Which projects will come first? How will contractors be selected? How will citizens track progress? A serious governor should not just commission projects for cameras. A serious governor should build infrastructure that supports real life and economic activity. Roads should help farmers move produce. Markets should help traders sell better. Transport systems should reduce stress. Infrastructure should not be for political decoration. It should improve people's lives. Third, a governor affects education. Education is one of the biggest responsibilities of state government. A governor can improve public schools. A governor can recruit and train teachers. A governor can renovate classrooms. A governor can provide learning materials. A governor can strengthen technical and vocational education. A governor can support state universities, polytechnics, and colleges. A governor can reduce the number of children out of school through serious planning. So when a governorship candidate says, "Education is my priority," voters should not clap too quickly. Ask, how many schools will you renovate? How will you train teachers? How will you monitor teacher attendance? How will you improve learning outcomes? How will you support poor students? How will you connect education to jobs? A good education plan is not just about buildings. It is about students actually learning useful things. Fourth, a governor affects healthcare. State governments have major responsibilities in healthcare, especially primary healthcare and state hospitals. A governor can improve health centers. A governor can equip hospitals. A governor can recruit health workers. A governor can support maternal and child healthcare. A governor can strengthen emergency response. A governor can improve drug supply systems. A governor can use data to identify underserved communities. So when a candidate says, "We will improve healthcare," ask, which hospitals? Which health centers? What equipment? How many workers? How will drugs be available? How will rural communities benefit? How will progress be measured? Healthcare is not a slogan. Healthcare is whether a pregnant woman can get help, whether a child can receive treatment, whether a patient can find a doctor, whether a health center has basic drugs, whether emergency care is possible. A serious governor should understand this. Fifth, a governor can drive jobs and economic development. A governor cannot employ everybody. No honest leader should promise that. But a governor can create an environment where jobs and businesses can grow. A governor can improve ease of doing business. A governor can support small businesses. A governor can improve markets. A governor can attract investors. A governor can develop agriculture. A governor can reduce unnecessary levies. A governor can support skills training. A governor can connect infrastructure to economic growth. A state with bad roads, multiple illegal levies, poor security, weak power solutions, and difficult land access will struggle to attract investment. So when a governorship candidate promises jobs, voters should ask, what sectors will you focus on? Agriculture, manufacturing, technology, tourism, trade, construction, creative economy. How will you support small businesses? How will you make the state attractive to investors? How will you help young people gain useful skills? Jobs do not come from slogans. Jobs come from serious policy, infrastructure, security, skills and investment. Sixth, a governor coordinates state security efforts. Security in Nigeria is complex because the federal government controls major security agencies. But governors still have important roles. A governor can support security coordination. A governor can fund logistics. A governor can work with security agencies. A governor can support community-level intelligence. A governor can strengthen emergency response. A governor can improve street lighting, transport planning and social interventions. A governor can work with traditional rulers, community leaders, youth groups, and local government structures to reduce local threats. But a governor must be honest. The governor does not fully control the police in the same way the federal government does. So a serious candidate should not pretend that all security problems will disappear overnight. The honest question is, what can the state government do to improve coordination, prevention, intelligence, emergency response, and community trust? That is the kind of serious answer voters should demand. Seventh, a governor manages the state budget. This is one of the governor's biggest powers. Every year, the governor presents the state budget. That budget shows what the government values. If education is important, the budget should show it. If healthcare is important, the budget should show it. If roads are important, the budget should show it. If youth employment is important, the budget should show it. A governor's speeches may sound beautiful, but the budget reveals the truth. So voters should ask, how much revenue does the state generate? How much comes from federal allocation? How much is spent on salaries? How much is spent on debt? How much goes to capital projects? How much is wasted on unnecessary expenses? How will you increase state revenue without crushing poor people and small businesses? A governor who does not understand the budget cannot govern well. 8. A governor must work with local governments. Many daily problems are close to the local government level. Markets, waste, community roads, local health centers, primary education, street-level development. But in many states, local government administration is weak. A serious governor should not treat local government as political extensions. A serious governor should strengthen local planning, transparency, service delivery and accountability. Voters should ask, how will you work with local governments? How will you ensure communities are not abandoned? How will local development be planned? How will citizens know what money is going where? If local governments are weak, development becomes too far from the people. Ninth, a governor must be accountable. A good governor should not disappear behind convoys, protocols and praise singers. A governor should report back to the people. There should be clear updates on projects, budgets, spending, promises and performance. Citizens should know what has been completed, what is ongoing, what is delayed, how much has been spent, who are the contractors, what problems are being faced, what will be done next. A governor who fears accountability is not ready for leadership. Power belongs to the people. Public money belongs to the people. Public office is not private property. What voters should ask every governorship candidate. Before voting for a governorship candidate, ask, what are your top 5 priorities? How will you fund them? What will you do in your first 100 days? How will you improve education? How will you improve healthcare? How will you create jobs? How will you support security coordination? How will you manage state revenue and debt? How will you work with local governments? How will citizens track your promises? And most importantly, do you understand the state you want to govern? Because a candidate who does not understand the state cannot transform the state. In closing. So, what can a governor actually do? A governor leads the state government. A governor manages state development. A governor affects roads, schools, hospitals, markets, jobs, land, transport, security coordination, budgets and local development. A governor can improve daily life. But a governor can also waste public resources and damage the future of a state. That is why voters must take governorship elections seriously. Do not vote only because of party. Do not vote only because of tribe. Do not vote only because of money. Do not vote only because of posters and slogans. Ask for a plan. Ask for a budget. Ask for timelines. Ask for measurable promises. Ask for accountability. This is Win and Govern Nigeria. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a voter, a candidate or a campaign team. Because when citizens understand power, candidates become more careful with promises. And winning an election is only the beginning. The real victory is improving the lives of Nigerians. In our next video, we shall discuss what can a Nigerian president actually do.